You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about the BYU Duke volleyball fiasco, scandal, whatever you want to call it, about allegedly a BYU fan, non-fan, was screaming the N-word every time a volleyball player went to serve. And it became sort of a big deal. It's picking up more steam now. And now it's starting to look real bad as far as the allegations go, because why? Nobody can prove this is actually true or that this actually happened. You're starting to get the sense that maybe, just maybe, this was starting to feel like a social justice virtue signal. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it just so happens nobody can prove that it happened. And trust me, people have been looking. This is Outkick. BYU police cast doubt on whether volleyball fan used N-word in a game against Duke. BYU police have been unable to confirm that a volleyball fan used a racial slur to taunt a Duke sophomore in a game at Smith Fieldhouse over the weekend. Do we not really believe that if somebody was yelling out the N-word, that other students wouldn't start losing their minds? I've just got to be honest. That just started coming out of somebody's mouth, and everybody around there was good. Nobody pointed it out. Nobody told security. Nobody did nothing. We're good. N-word just flying out of people's mouths. Man, I got to tell you, I don't know that I buy that. I don't know that I buy that anybody said anything at this point. An investigation has been ongoing since Rachel Richardson, a 19-year-old Duke player, said she was called the N-word by a non-student sitting in the BYU student section. In addition to being called the N-word, Richardson's godmother stated that the volleyball player was also told to, quote, watch her back going to the team bus. BYU police, who have since reviewed the video footage from the game, have seen no such behavior. Quote, we watched the video. We did not observe that behavior from him. So they looked at video directly at the person that was accused, and they're saying, guess what? He didn't say this. BYU Police Lieutenant George Bessendorfer told the Salt Lake Tribune, Richardson is the only person who heard the slur. According to Richardson's godmother, the N-word was uttered, quote, every time Richardson served. Bessendorfer's findings align with what was uncovered by the Cougar Chronicle, the BYU's conservative-leaning student newspaper, operated independently of the school. No one other than Richardson heard the slur. Starting to sound like a phantom N-word conspiracy. 8 game attendees, 8 people were interviewed that attended the game. None of them heard the N-word or any other racial slur. On Tuesday evening, Outkick's Alejandro Oliva detailed the newspaper's findings, along with the efforts Outkick has made to get answers to several outstanding questions about the incident. Quote, there is zero evidence of a slur being said. Not a single witness besides Miss Richardson has come forth. Not a single cell phone video, said an anonymous source who attended the game. BYU Associate Athletic Director, quote, unable to find evidence of slurs. BYU police did remove the accused fan from the event, and the school subsequently banned him from attending future Cougar contests. I certainly hope they reverse that decision. Quote, the person who was banned was the person identified by Duke as using the racial slurs. BYU Associate Athletic Director John McBride told the Salt Lake Tribune, quote, however, we have been unable to find any evidence that person was using any slurs in the match. BYU police and game attendees seemed to agree. Quote, there was nothing seen on game film that led me to believe that man, quote, was calling the person who was making comments to the player who complained about being called the N-word. A BYU police officer said in a report that followed a video review of the alleged incident. There were inconsistencies in the Duke Richardson version of the timeline as well, according to the Tribune. The officer said the alleged offender was not present in the BYU volleyball student section during the second set, which is when Richardson said she heard all the slurs. Uh-oh. The guy wasn't even there at the time that she said these alleged slurs happened. The Tribune also reported that when Richardson served at one point in the match, the alleged offender could be seen playing on his phone. After the allegations were made, a police officer spoke with representatives from both teams. He removed the alleged offender as requested, but stated in his police report, quote, I told the athletic staff I never heard one racial comment being made. Wow. So, we have to wonder, what is the true motivation here if this really didn't happen? I mean, we got a Duke volleyball player. Let's keep it real. When things like this happen, these kind of people, all right, and these kind of people, I mean, potential liars, they get elevated, right? They get elevated. In the media, they become heroes. To the mainstream media, and here we go, right? This will catch fire. And here we have everybody that's investigated this saying this alleged incident, essentially, let's be real, is a lie. It looks like a lie. Like this was made up. Okay? People do, make no mistake, they want to be elevated in this day and time into social justice heroes. They absolutely do. Now, I'm not saying this didn't happen, but I am saying it's awfully odd that nobody can prove anything. Came out of nowhere. Anybody remember Myles Garrett saying Mason Rudolph said the N-word except everybody around? Nobody could find any evidence. But we knew the media, and they did, jumped all over co-signing Myles Garrett. Y'all remember that? Jumped all over him. Oh, and we found out that seemed to be bullshit. Myles Garrett was full of crap. Plain and simple. The Browns, remember, he took the helmet off, went after Mason Rudolph. And then after the fact said, well, Mason said the N-word. Except he didn't. They found no evidence of it whatsoever. Uh-oh. Pretty interesting. Very interesting. Here we have a lot of entities saying they got video of the guy that was accused of doing it, and he never said it. Well, you explain to me what the motivation is, besides wanting to be elevated into brave, stunning, and courageous status. Just wondering. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Wow. I mean, this is a big deal. Come out, make these kind of accusations, and then for them to be, it looks like, proven completely false. Uh-oh. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.